Well, I have to say this is a very exciting day for Vegas Live with Ninon, but then every single day is exciting, but especially Tuesdays, and especially when I have reoccurring guests. And I have Michelle Jones next to me, and she's been, I think this is the third or fourth time you've been on.
I think it's number 4.
Number 4, she's been
exciting.
on. This woman is absolutely amazing, and I firstly have to say that you were playing with Wayne Newton last night.
I was, yes.
How exciting, because that's his new show, isn't it? So was it just him and you?
Well, actually, he has his 3-piece band that plays with him regularly, and then he performs.
Yes.
And then there's also a female MC/hostess who helps move the show along.
Yes.
And then he brought me up as a special guest. So whenever I perform with him, I'm usually a special guest.
You're a special guest when you. I knew she'd have to be something special because you are absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's just get down to the nitty gritty.
Yes.
How is everything going for you? What's been happening in the last few months?
Oh my goodness, there's been so much happening. Well, I went to the Grammys in January and I had just an awesome time. It was so much fun.
Were you performing there, or were you just?
I was not for that, but I'm a member of the Recording Academy because I've been on albums that have won so many Grammys, and I've been on so many things. Yes,
see, I'm learning more. With my last guest I was learning. Now I'm learning with the things you do. Yes. I didn't know that.
Yes, I've been a member for several years, and I finally went to the first Grammy Awards because I've never been, and I wanted to learn more about the process. I wanted to learn more about how can I get involved.
Yes.
And one of the things that came from that is I'm very passionate about education in general, especially music and education in the arts.
Absolutely.
And that is something that's been my love for
it's on
many
your heart.
years.
It's on your heart.
Absolutely, it is. It's
See, I didn't know that, and she doesn't know I had a talk show for 16 years with the teenagers.
I did not know that.
I had a TV show for 16 years. I interviewed from 11 to 12 to 18 or older, and I interviewed them about their life, where they're going, and what they wanted to do.
I love this.
And I'm not going to brag. I won 125 awards for that particular show.
Congratulations,
and
well
because
deserved.
my heart, because I had come from not nothing, but I left home when I was 16 with $5. That's all. And struggled and did my thing, but I did it, and I did very, very well. And I wanted to pass that baton down to the younger generation to let them know that it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, anything about you. It doesn't matter. If you've got a dream, dream it.
Absolutely.
Go for it. And you're doing the same thing.
I'm trying to, and so they've actually now asked me to be a Grammy U mentor, and so now I'm a mentor with Grammy U through the Recording Academy.
For the youth.
Yes, for the youth, and I've actually been assigned a mentee this semester, and so we're working together.
And where do you have to be? Because I know you live in Miami, right?
I live in Orlando.
Florida.
Florida. It's close.
Yeah, Florida.
It's close.
But you live in Florida.
Yes.
And can you work from there?
Yes. In fact, they try to pair you up with people who are studying something to do with the entertainment business, specifically recording or entertainment law. They try to pair you up with someone who's going to school in your area. So I'm very excited about that.
So you're going to be able to pass your knowledge and everything you've done and how you achieved it, because I'm quite sure it was hard. Because the industry...
Still working on it.
Let me tell you, you're going to be working on it till the day, whenever. Because that's just how... Because when you get over one thing, and then you start something else.
Yes.
And so it's forever growing, which is beautiful.
Yes,
very much. Which is fabulous.
Very much.
So now, where have you been performing? You were with Wayne Newton last night, which is pretty cool. He's a cool guy still, isn't he?
Oh, he's wonderful. I just love him.
Hey Wayne, I'm trying to get you on my show. So maybe, if Michelle presents this tape we're taping today to you, maybe I can get you on the show.
I would love that, and it would be
maybe
an honor.
I'll have the two of you on the show at the same time.
That would be an honor too.
I was trying to get you on actually. I was through my little works to get him on today, but it was a little short notice.
That's okay.
But so you work with him quite a lot.
I do actually, including touring and performing shows as well.
Really?
So he brings me in as a special guest with him when he's doing certain shows. As of right now, we're kind of on hold for what schedules are coming up in the future because we're still kind of figuring out what's happening with travel right now, as we all know.
Well,
this is time sensitive.
We've got the coronavirus going around, and it's amazing. Everybody's sort of taking their time and sitting back and saying, how can we help each other?
Yes, absolutely, and that's fine. So that's where the recording industry comes in very handy because, I can record from my home studio, and I do all the time. I do a lot of remote recording where people will say, hey, I want you on my album, and we do it over the internet. So not only is
that amazing? So you don't have to travel anywhere and do anything.
don't. I can do it right there, and with video capabilities,
yes,
they can be in the studio with me while I'm recording it, just virtually in the studio with me, and they can change things and do things. So that's one of the beautiful things of being a recording artist.
Absolutely, because I remember Albie Shaw is a very good friend of mine, and sometimes I would go in Los Angeles, I would go into the studio, and I never, I thought you had to have the whole band and the whole thing, and they've got all this internet thing is incredible, and you can bring up the band, you can bring up the drums, you can bring up the violins, it's amazing how it all works.
Yes, indeed.
And then you've just got the singer, like you play the violin.
I do multiple instruments, especially for recording, including singing. So yes,
I didn't know you sung.
I do.
This is the day of Ninon learning. I'm learning so much.
I do a lot of composing. I do.
Compose.
I compose. I arrange.
Because didn't you arrange the Elvis Presley thing down?
That's
at
what's
the
coming up
Westgate?
in July. Yes, it is. So that's the next big performance here in Las Vegas. Is July 10th through 12th, the King of Las Vegas Elvis Festival.
So we got to get them all on the show here.
Absolutely, we do.
Promote the whole thing and do it for you.
So Quick Productions, KWICK Productions, is the one who's putting on the King of Las Vegas Elvis Festival at the International Theater at Westgate, which is where, of course, Elvis performed.
Well,
it was his residency. Yeah. And so it's my orchestrations, my arrangements. So I'll be music director on that show. We're bringing in members of the Las Vegas Philharmonic, and it's going to be quite a show.
So
and it
how
runs for
many
3
people
straight days.
do you have because you're talking about quite
It
a
varies.
big band.
It does, and it varies depending on what we're working on at that time. And we haven't finalized all the numbers of who's performing. So once we know all the schedule,
who's going to be the Elvis Presley? Do you know yet?
We actually have multiples. There are multiples. They've got a lineup online. I don't have it in my head, but Ted is definitely one of them
Ted,
who is on your
Ted.
show.
Hi, Ted. Mwah,
Ted Torres.
Ted
yes.
Torres is amazing, and his wife is fabulous.
Yes, Allison. Yes,
she's lovely.
She's
adorable
wonderful too.
So how do you put something together like this? Because you're talking about something very big.
Yes. Well, I'm not the producer on the show, thank goodness.
But
it's a bit heavy. It was a bit daunting when we were here for the 50th anniversary.
The 50th anniversary, they put you into that, didn't they?
Yes, and that's where it all...
Did they not make you a producer then?
I was music director.
Music director. So you had to, all of a sudden, I think within 2 days or something, or a day, you had to get this whole thing together.
It was very short notice, yes.
See how polite she is. More polite than I am, that's for sure.
It's amazing. It's amazing when you know people, things happen.
They do happen.
They do.
But also, if you know the business, that only you get what you get because you know the business well.
I try to, and everything is a learning curve. You're always learning, always meeting new people. Like I just met some of your previews.
David Osborne. She just met David Osborne. David Osborne's an amazing guy, and they've got a lot of people they know in common, right?
We do, but we've never met until
and they've
now.
Never met, and I was funny because I was looking at Michelle, and I was looking at David, and I know both of them, and I said, "Listen, you two got to get together and start talking," and I walked away. Because I knew you two would have something. I knew that you have a lot in common, which is fabulous.
Oh, it's wonderful. We have so much fun.
You're going to play anything for me today?
Oh, of course I am. Well, what I did was we're also in town this week for a huge convention. That's the reason I'm here, is it's called the Special Event, which is the big meeting planner and event planners, their huge conference that's once a year internationally, and this is where they're having it, and they are definitely still holding it this year.
They're still holding it even with everything?
Because the event planners know you don't panic. That's what it comes down to.
No, and you don't. I think there's a big panic going on. No. It seems to be the coronavirus has suddenly taken place of the flu. We don't hear anything about flu anymore, and yet we have 20 to 70,000 people every year die of the flu.
Correct.
And so that seems to have gone to one side, and we're talking about, I don't know, what is it, 100 people or 200 people that have died? Well, that's nothing compared.
I mean,
we shouldn't have one, but at the same time, it is the older people that seem to get it that have other ailments, and this is kind of, and I'm not saying we don't have it.
So the meeting planners and the event planners understand that this is our livelihood too.
Yes.
We as musicians, we as entertainers, as producers, as people, we rely on this, and until we know more, we step forward with caution.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean cancel. until
well, no,
you know.
So you're all being careful as to where you've been, who you've been, and that's all it
Absolutely.
is. I mean,
Caution.
there's no panic going around.
Definitely.
I mean, come on. There's not, especially I think that in the music industry, they're prepared for anything, aren't you? I mean, because things can happen.
For the most part. So this is the instruments that we're using on this particular show that we're doing here. These are
This is new. I haven't seen this
You
one
haven't
before.
seen this one. You've seen the other violin, and this is an LED lighted violin that, again, my husband Jerry created and invented. With it, the reason why, yes, people put lights on violins. We know
love
this.
it. Yeah, but not
We
like
know
this. Not like
but
this.
he's controlling it right now. It is completely
Do you know something?
wirelessly.
He's controlling this, but he probably controls Michelle as well. He's got his little buttons there.
I can hear him say, "Can anyone control her?"
No. We're two women that are uncontrollable.
But honestly, it's one of those that it can be programmed to go with your show, and that's what we're showcasing here at the TSE.
How wonderful.
Is how we have it, and we have an entire ensemble of violins, viola, cello, and harp, electric harp, that are all DMX programmable,
So the harp now is
controllable.
electric.
It is, and it has the lights, and it's all controllable, and it can be programmed as part of the overall stage show design. And we're the only ones who have this technology.
So
the only ones in the
Are we
world.
seeing the bands themselves? Because we
Yeah.
see lights from that change all the time.
Yes.
But now we're seeing lights coming on drums and
Absolutely, we have
different-
that on our drum kits too.
I
Yes, we
figured that
do.
out.
We do have that.
And sort of next time we go see her, she's going to be all dressed in lights. And you're
I
going,
already have that too, but that's okay. That's another day. But that's what we're showcasing, but this is because it's electric. You couldn't really hear it right now.
No.
You can see it's very quiet. So
how do we make it noisy?
We electrify it. We plug in.
Yes,
We plug
okay.
in and we make it electric. But we also, of course, you have seen this, which
Yes,
is
I
our
have.
lighted bows. And then, of course, this is an acoustic instrument, which you can hear right now.
You can hear this
You
right
can
now.
hear this right
and this
now.
is like the old-fashioned violin that I kind of know. And this is beautiful. How long have you had this one?
I've had this one for probably about 15 years now.
I
This
knew-
is made in China,
Yes.
a long time ago.
This is
Well,
an
over
oldie.
15 years. Well, over 15 years ago.
Yes,
Anyway,
yes.
And this is one that I like to travel with because it is less valuable than my other acoustic that I record with mostly at home, and that one's quite valuable.
So
we
there's a
don't.
lot of money goes in behind the scenes
Absolutely.
of your instruments. And
Yes,
it's just like I
very
was talking
much.
to David about Steinway, and he's one of the Steinway people.
Yes.
And sort of, you have to work at this to get it.
Correct.
And that's what you've done. You've worked all your life, I would
Yes.
imagine, all your grown-up life anyway, and probably.
Yes.
When did you start playing the violin?
When I was 3. My mother. Love you, Mom. I do. She's still alive.
She's still alive.
She's
and you
still
love
alive.
her. And she was the one that helped
Yes.
you.
Yes.
It's funny how
Yes.
every mother wants their children to play the piano or play something.
Yes, absolutely.
So now I want you to play.
I would love to play for you. And would I be allowed to do something that is considered a traditional piece?
I would love anything you choose. I'm going to tell Michelle what to play. I doubt that.
And the reason, if you'll indulge me, I have to say happy birthday to my sister.
So you can do that
Happy
too.
birthday! May I play Happy Birthday?
Yes, you can.
I would like
Yes.
that very much.
This is amazing. All right, sister. What's her name?
Her name is Andrea.
Andrea, this is for you. Just for you alone. Happy birthday. Amazing. She amazes me. Okay, so this is for your sister, Andrea, but also for anybody who is celebrating their birthday today, it's also for them as well. So we
Yes.
can give it to the world.
Yes,
And those who are
please.
staying at home like good little souls, taking care of themselves,
Absolutely.
they're all having a happy birthday. So that's amazing.
Thank you very much.
So what have you got coming up? You've got, apart from the thing at the Westgate,
Yes,
right?
that's July 10th
That's
through
July
12th.
the 10th. And what else you got happening? Anything else?
Right after that, there's some fun things. To my understanding, Wing is scheduled for shows. So at the moment, we are still currently scheduled to do something right after that.
Oh, fabulous.
And then I've been asked to go perform at San Diego Comic-Con.
The Comic-Con, that's a very big convention. That's the
convention in
biggest.
July. So I'm scheduled to do that after I leave Las Vegas. I'll be heading over to San Diego to perform there with some fun people. And then after that, then I am home for about 3 days, and then I head off to Memphis because I'll be doing the Elvis Week in Memphis also.
Oh, will Ted be there?
Yes, he will.
I'll
I'll be there, and it'll again be my orchestrations with the EP Project Band, and again with Quick Productions.
So you can't tell me this lady is not busy. She is on the go all the time. But I think this keeps you very young. It keeps you out there, and you're absolutely thrilled, and you enjoy what you're doing.
Very much.
You love it.
Every day.
So I think the message is if any young person out there, if you've got a feeling for the entertainment business, the music business, just go ahead and do it. She started when she was 3, and she did have her mother behind you.
Yes.
But you also did play the violin, so mothers seem to like when you play something classical more than, the hard rock. I mean...
Well, come on, we already know.
So I guess you can say to Michelle she can play anything at any time, anyhow. So that's the kind of, you're never on a spot, are you?
Well, it's always fun.
Yeah, because
it's a challenge.
If you don't know, you go, well, I'll think up of something and I'll do it because you're a creator.
Well, thank you. Yes, I've made up many songs on the spot and never played them ever again.
Now, the name of you have a band as well.
Of course, yes. It's Violectric.
The Violectric band, which is absolutely amazing, which is all girls.
Yes.
And we had them on last time, but this time they're coming out actually, I think tonight.
They land tonight.
They land tonight, so we couldn't have them on, obviously, because we're today. But they're amazing too. So and she created this whole thing. You are just one big curator.
Thank you.
And you're wonderful.
I appreciate that compliment. It's a huge compliment.
And we must also we cannot forget Jerry.
Yes.
Jerry is her husband, and he kind of keeps her together, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, it would not happen without him.
It wouldn't
for
happen.
Sure.
Oh, isn't that
100%.
sweet? So he's amazing. You are absolutely. I just love this woman.
Thank you.
Love her for her talent. She goes out to get it. So all of you young people out there and older people out there, go out there and get it.
Thank you.
And for that, Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to go to YouTube, to Vegas Live with Ninon, and don't forget to subscribe. We suddenly had a big bounce in our subscribers. We had like 300 subscribers in like 2 days. I don't know what happened, but somebody saw the name out there and they thought, I like this.
It's wonderful. Well, of course, I can't leave without ever giving you a gift. You know this.
She always gives me a gift.
Always.
Yes.
So, of course, this I've got for you and for Lynn and for Steve.
Oh, look, they've got one each for us.
And, of course, we have some of my favorite Disney chocolates.
So
I wanted to give you something fun.
Mwah.
A gift
and
from
we're
Disney
still
World.
Kissing,
Of course.
And we're okay. Thank you a million. She's absolutely amazing. She will be back again in July for sure, if not sooner. But thank you for watching, and don't forget to tune back in again to YouTube and subscribe. Take care.
Thank you.
The pipes are calling from land to land, and down the mountainside. The summer's gone, and all the roses falling. 'Tis you, must go, and I must ride.
enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe. Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.